Hey Hero fans, this is Todd. So I just finished opening up this AstroSub a little while ago, and those of you that saw the video saw me opening this box from scratch. And I have not applied the stickers yet, so here's the sticker sheet. And I also wanted to show you guys how cool this actual vehicle is. So that's why I'm making this video, to show you how cool the AstroSub is. Now it comes with a big old thick directions you can go through on how to build it and stuff. And so I went ahead and I built it. Now a couple things I did notice is the front of this right here, where this front piece goes on, when you go to build it, let me pull this off, is there was like a sharp edge right here, and you can kind of see the sharp edge right around here as well. It's how it used to be here. I just took my Dremel tool and smoothed that out so this would fit a little bit better, because when it hit that sharp edge it would push it way out and kind of have a weird, now there's still a slight gap right here because of just the way it's built, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. Alright, so let's talk about how cool this vehicle is. So first of all, it does have some cool transforming folding features. So let me go ahead and show this to you. So the ship can fit into a small little docking bay area by folding the wings up. And just like all the old Star Wars vehicles in the past, this thing pops up on top so a figure can get in there, like a giant cockpit opening. These are the bombs right here, and I'll show this in a few minutes. Now what's kind of cool is I didn't realize these wings in front, they work as a stepladder for them to get up inside there. And it's like, that's kind of clever. Let me go ahead and pull out his sword from his hand. Be very careful to not break it after, 31 years of that sword being not broken yet. Let's go ahead and you guys literally walk up these steps right here and into the vehicle. Bum, bum, bum. Now, it is kind of cool the way this cockpit's designed. It actually has that's rounded right here for his knees to fit just right. So you bend his knees and stick him in there, and then it has these cool controls and stuff all on the inside there for him to sit nice and comfortable. And so it's cool that these figures were small enough that you can actually have these giant ships. Now, when I first showed this the other night, I showed that the helmet wouldn't fit in there, but after going back and looking, I found out the helmet could fit. Now, to give you an idea of the size of this, I brought a tape measure in here. Here it is. So let's go ahead and measure this and find out how big this vehicle actually is. So all the way from the tip of the gun to the back is 17 inches. So 17 inches is pretty big size for a vehicle, and that makes it kind of cool. So first of all, this thing converts into two different vehicles. The first vehicle I want to talk about is the Astro part of it, because it's the AstroSub, so it's made for space, and it's also made for underwater sea. So the first thing is called the jet mode, fighter jet mode, and basically a fighter jet mode, you first fold these two wings up. It's pretty easy. Then you fold this wing down and this gun up at 90 degrees, and then you fold this wing down and this wing then goes up at 90 degrees. Now you leave everything else alone, and then you take this extra bomb module right here and you mount it right here. Now I want you to notice, as I'm mounting this, look at this right here. This is the coolest thing ever. This is a bomb sight, and basically when you push this trigger right here, it releases that bomb, and my hand's a little too big for this. And you push it and bam, there goes the bomb. It releases it. Now I've lost it after 90 years, or not 90 years, 30 years. Now it does come with 3 bombs total, and I couldn't figure out why I had an extra one at first, because when I first saw this, I thought, now what big old circular thing is supposed to go in here, is supposed to release? And then I realized this is the docking port for going into other objects, and I imagined like maybe the Eternia starship probably has a spot to dock, I'm guessing on the top, and I know also the Terror Claw has a spot to dock on top too, so I'm guessing that's what that's for. So let's go ahead and load the bomb back in there. and then I'll show you guys how the bomb sight works. And it's so cool. The bomb sight is actually right up here on top. And the way this works is if you look down the bomb sight, you can see, let's see if I can line this up right, there we go. You can see underneath there my hand, and so as the ship flies along, you look in that bomb sight. Let me take a figure and stick them underneath there. I'll take the new Revelation He-Man, and let's get some light on him so you guys can see him underneath there. And as I fly over, I just push the He-Man underneath there. You can kind of see, now it's hard to see in this camera a little bit. Oh, there he is. And you can see him in the bomb sight, and once he's lined up, then you pull that trigger, and sure enough, it should hit him. Here we go. Chang, and it did. It smacked right on top of him. So that is kind of a cool, fun feature that I didn't know they had on this AstroSub. It's like, that would be fun. As a kid, I can imagine running through the living room, having your Skeletor and bad guys set up on the floor, and you're just flying this around, and looking down the bomb sight, and once it lines up, you rip that trigger as hard as you can to pop this bomb out at supersonic speeds, and then it blasts right down where you were looking in the bomb sight and actually lands right there on top of your Skeletor's base. That would be a lot of fun. So I can imagine that being a blast. Alright, let's go ahead and transform this now to the submarine mode. So for submarine mode, you put these down. You put the guns down. You push this up. And now the cool feature part is you lift up this thing right here that you look down for your bomb sights. And it just goes up like that. You lift it and it locks on right in front. So right there in the front is locks in. That back up. And now this thing doubles as a periscope. So now when you're playing, you can still use that scope. Now it's going to be a periscope. And this periscope then looks up over things. Now I know my camera's not focusing very well, but again, I'll take that He-Man so you guys can see. You can kind of see He-Man up there in the periscope. Now these mirrors are obviously, you know, just like some kind of covered plastic, so it's kind of hard to see, but unfortunately the image is upside down. So because it's a periscope and the way the mirrors reflect, it does cause it. Now it does look better in person than it does on this camera right here, which I really can't zoom in too well. Let me see if I can zoom with my fingers to let me. Oh, it does. Yeah. Let's try this again now that I'm zoomed up a little bit. It just looks like a blur. And you can kind of see He-Man's skin in there. But there you go. So you got the periscope action going on there. Action, action, action. And that is just such a cool, fun feature too. And so now, as a submarine, you can drop the depth charges. Now, of course, you can't watch the target the same way with the periscope up, but you get the same idea. So that is this cool ship that I am just so impressed with because I was not expecting it to be so cool. Anyway, I wanted to keep this video kind of short. This is a kind of quick review on... Oh, also you got 2 more bombs here that are stored, so you can pull these off and continue your assault on Skeletor and his minions. I guess for this world it's his mutants, Skeletor and his mutants. And it was funny, when I was showing the first video, I thought it hooked on right here. And to me that made sense to go on right there. It's kind of cool looking, but they do fit on the wing right there, but they aren't actually made to go on there. Even though that would have been a cool thing to stick them on there. You know, as a kid I would have stuck them there and flew around with it on there anyway. But really, they go right here, up on the wing. And I found it works best to slide them from the front. If you try to slide it from the back, or try to snap it straight on, you'll end up breaking the tabs on those wings, so you have to be really careful. Alright, so I did find that this thing does come apart everywhere except for this back piece. So you can pull this back off that you took off, put on originally. So you can pull this off, you can pull these fins off. These come off really easy. That's why people lose them. You saw I already pulled this off. The periscope was already installed on there, so it doesn't come off. And then of course these guns right here, they just slide forward. And then after you slide it forward, you can then pull them off. I'm not going to pull it off because it's on there nice and tight. But they actually came with a separate direction piece to show how to slide that on to the part. Now it has like a little triangle area up here. It's like a half circle. So it does kind of cut into the plastic once you get it in there. That's probably why it's hard to get it back out. But I suppose I could get it back out. Alright, so that is the review of the AstroSub. And I just wanted to show you guys the coolness of this. So I'm going to go off to scan this so I can use it for my cool Marlena ship that you guys saw that I was talking about building. Because this will soon be her flight deck cockpit that's going to be, of course she's way too big for this one, so I got to make my own by scanning this in and changing the details and ramping it up. Alright, well Hebrew fans, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. Bye now.